इट्स गुड इवनिंग टू ऑल ऑफ यू डियर एस्पिरेंट्स। सभी अभ्यर्थीगण को मेरी ओर से शुभ संध्या। इट्स 7:30, सो लेट अस बिगिन आवर इवनिंग सेशन। और आज के इस सेशन में एमसीक्यूज के माध्यम से हम आप सभी अभ्यर्थियों के जनरल स्टडीज जो यूपीएससी प्रीलिम्स एग्जामिनेशन का सबसे महत्वपूर्ण शुरुआती पेपर है, और उसमें प्राय सभी सेगमेंट्स हिस्ट्री, ज्योग्राफी, पॉलिटी, इकोनॉमी, इन्वायरमेंट, साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी और विशेषकर करेंट अफेयर्स से संबंधित प्रश्नों का उत्तर देते हैं। और आपके द्वारा भी जो चैट बॉक्स में उत्तर लिखा जाता है, प्रश्न किया जाता है, उस पर भी हम रिस्पॉन्ड करते हैं। डियर एस्पिरेंट्स, लेट अस बिगिन आवर इवनिंग सेशन एंड हियर कम्स द क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 ऑफ द डे। A doubly landlocked state refers to a landlocked nation that is surrounded by other landlocked countries. Dear aspirants, please listen patiently. A doubly landlocked state refers to a landlocked nation that is surrounded by other landlocked countries. Which of the following countries are double landlocked countries in the world? So, now number one, Uzbekistan. Number two, Liechtenstein. Number three, Mongolia. And number four, Nepal. So select the correct answer using the code given below, dear aspirants. A, only one. B, only two. C, all three. And D, none. So what should be our answer to this MCQ? If you have studied. So Nisha, good evening. Very good evening. And a doubly landlocked state refers to a landlocked nation that is surrounded by other landlocked countries. Out of the 40 landlocked states in the world, there are only two doubly landlocked countries, and this includes Uzbekistan and Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein became the first doubly landlocked state after the Second World War between Uzbekistan gained its independence, while Uzbekistan gained its independence in 1991. Dear aspirants, people living in these nations have to cross two international borders to get to a coastline. So our answer should be only two, Mongolia and Nepal. Okay, these two are not the correct options. Nepal, because it's a single landlocked, because it is surrounded by India and India has got its own coastline. So, dear aspirants, our answer should be B, that is only two. So, let us move to the next question. And here we have, which of the following is the advantage of presidential form of government? Dear aspirants, nowadays you might have heard that in our country, Srimati Draupadi Murmu is the president, and in USA, Joe Biden is president. So you might be thinking easily, what type of governments? Some of the countries have presidential form of government. Some of the countries, prime minister is also there. If we will go through the US pattern, you will find that there is no prime minister there. President and vice president, president and vice president. But in our country, Britain and several other countries, prime minister is also there. So which of the following is the advantage of presidential form of government? A, it provides for a more stable form of government which cannot be defeated by the legislature. The second option, the head of the state is immune from being impeached by the legislature. What is impeached? महाभियोग लगाकर हटाया जाना. This is impeachment. Dear aspirants, the C option is, it provides for a mechanism to ensure collective responsibility of the government to the people. And the last option, it is a device for strengthening the direct democracy, where the head of the state is directly elected by the people. So, dear aspirants, which of the following is the advantage of प्रेसिडेंशियल फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट। इनमें से राष्ट्रपति ओके प्रणाली की जो पद्धति की जो सरकार है उससे क्या लाभ है, एडवांटेज। सो आवर आंसर शुड बी ऑप्शन ए, कुमारी भावना। गुड इवनिंग, वेरी गुड इवनिंग कुमारी भावना जी, बहुत अच्छा लगा। और आइए चलें, इट प्रोवाइड्स फॉर ए मोर स्टेबल फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट। प्रेसिडेंशियल फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट का लाभ क्या है, स्टेबिलिटी। और डियर एस्पिरेंट्स, किसी भी देश के विकास के लिए, किसी भी समाज के विकास के लिए यह नितांत आवश्यक है कि सरकार अस्थायी हो, सुदृढ़ हो, मजबूत हो, ताकतवर हो। क्यों? उसमें निर्णय लेने की क्षमता होती है। और सबसे बड़ी बात है, जो विश्व स्तर पर ग्लोबल ट्रेड होता है, विश्व व्यापार होता है, तो उसमें क्षमताएं अनंत हो जाती हैं, बढ़ जाती हैं। सो डियर एस्पिरेंट्स, our answer should be our answer should be it provides for a more stable form of government which cannot be defeated by the legislature। तो ऐसी सरकार जिसको लेजिस्लेचर डिफीट नहीं कर सकता हो। सो इट्स वेरी नाइस, and I think Sheetal Dubey is also online today, so I welcome, if you are listening me, if you are seeing me, so it's really great opportunity to find me here on this online platform, Sheetal, because you had already inquired me for some online assignments. So here I am available, already available, and after getting my retirement, I'm doing such type of thing because I'm imparting uh, mentorship, you may say, coaching to UPSC aspirants just from my residence in Deoghar, Jharkhand, the state of Jharkhand. So if you are online, just I greet you. I say my good evening to you. So thank you, Seetal. Now, let us come to question number 3. And here we have another most important topic with reference to the National Action Plan. National Action Plan for Drug Demand Reduction. Consider the following statements. Number 1, it aims at combating drug abuse through a multi-pronged strategy involving education, डी एडिक्शन एंड रिहेबिलिटेशन। और दूसरा इसका जो कथन है, स्टेटमेंट है, वो है इट प्रोवाइड्स फॉर डायरेक्ट फंडिंग टू पंचायत्स एंड अर्बन लोकल बॉडीज। और तीसरा, इट हैज बीन प्रिपेयर्ड बाय द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हेल्थ एंड फैमिली वेलफेयर। So this way we have 3 statements, dear aspirants, and now we have to which of the statement given above is are correct. So A12, B23, C1 and D123. Now you have to find out the correct answer to this MCQ. So before getting your answer, you should listen patiently the explanation, my explanation. Drug and substance abuse is a serious problem adversely affecting the social fabric of country. Addiction to drug not only affects the individual's health but also disrupts the families and the whole society. Of late, the menace of drug abuse in the younger generation has been rising all over the world, and India is no exception to it. Dear aspirants, National Action Plan for Drug Demand Reduction (NAPDRI) has been prepared for 2018 to 2023, which aims at reduction of adverse consequences of drug abuse through a multi-pronged strategy involving education, de-addiction, and rehabilitation of affected individuals and their families. So, number 1 statement is correct, and the plan is prepared by Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, and it does not relate to Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So statement 3 is not correct. Dear aspirants, it provides for direct funding to panchayats and urban local bodies. This statement is correct. So financial assistance shall be provided for carrying out preventive education, okay, preventive education and awareness generation programs in collaboration with the following organizations, institutions such as Panchayati Raj institutions, PRIs, urban local bodies, ULB, university, social work institutions, etc. So our answer should be 1 and 2. That is A. A is the answer. And I am hopeful that you are getting to me easily. I am very much okay, audible to you and visible as well. So, dear aspirants, let us move to the next question, and it relates to history, history segment. Which of the following statements is are correct regarding a state of administration during the time of Harsha? Harsha means Harshvardhan. Number one, the nature of administration was highly centralized. केंद्र केंद्रीकृत प्रशासन था. सेकेंड, ड्यूरिंग हिज पीरियड मिनिस्टर्स एंड हाई ऑफिशियल्स वेर पेड ओनली इन कैश फॉर देयर सर्विसेज. तो केवल नगदी भुगतान होता था उनकी सेवाओं के विरुद्ध. कौन किसकी सेवाओं के विरुद्ध? मंत्री और जो उच्च पदाधिकारी थे, हाई ऑफिशियल्स थे. सो सेलेक्ट द करेक्ट आंसर यूजिंग द कोड गिवन बिलो. A 1 only, B 2 only, C both 1 and 2, and D neither 1 nor 2. So, dear aspirants, what should be the answer to this MCQ? अब ये दोनों के दोनों भावना बोल रही हैं C, but both the statements are incorrect. Okay, सेंट्रलाइज एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन का तो सवाल ही नहीं है, चूंकि हर्षा कब आए? ओके, 600 AD में वो आए. ओके, 602 AD टू 645 AD, ये है हर्षा का पीरियड. 40 साल तक उनका शासन रहा हर्षवर्धन का. तो उस समय फ्यूडलिज्म, मेडिवल पीरियड की सबसे बड़ी विशेषता फ्यूडलिज्म, और मेडिवल की शुरुआत हो रही थी. तो उस समय छत्र प्रणाली की शुरुआत हो गई थी. सो द एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन वाज नॉट सेंट्रलाइज्ड, इट वाज डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड. सो ऑन दिस स्कोर both the statements are incorrect. Dear aspirants, Harsha's administration was feudal and decentralized in nature. Land grants to the priestly class, priestly मतलब पुजारी, पूजा करने वाले जो क्लास थे, a practice of Gupta's time was continued. जो गुप्ता काल में लैंड ग्रांट की बात थी, तो वो इस समय भी कंटिन्यू कर रहा था. और in addition to this practice, grants of land were also offered as salaries to high officials and ministers. और इसी रूप में जो मंत्री थे और उच्च पदाधिकारी थे, हाई ऑफिशियल थे, तो उनको क्या दिया जाता था? भूमि. कैश नहीं दिया जाता था. देयर वाज नो कैश अरेंजमेंट ड्यूरिंग दैट पीरियड. सो बोथ दी स्टेटमेंट्स आर इनकरेक्ट. सो प्राइमा फेसी भावना को लगा कि ये बिल्कुल सही हो सकता है. क्या भावना जी? बात तो यही है. आपने सोचा कि भाई अब राजा तो प्रशासन बिल्कुल अपनी मुट्ठी में लेकर के करेगा, तो सेंट्रलाइज एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन हो जाएगा. और दूसरा कि जो हाई ऑफिशियल्स और मिनिस्टर थे, तो उनको तो नकदी भुगतान होता होगा. बट नो, द एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन वाज डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड ड्यू टू फ्यूडलिज्म. अब क्या है कि फ्यूडल लॉर्ड, फ्यूडल क्या होता है ये भी तो आप पूछ सकते थे. फ्यूडल जो जिसको कि आपने सुना होगा एक शब्द हिंदी में सामंत, सामंतवादी. तो सामंत वादी प्रथा ये थी. और फिर इसमें सबसे महत्वपूर्ण है कि ये दोनों के दोनों कथन सही नहीं है. डियर एस्पिरेंट्स, रिगार्डिंग द अमरावती स्कूल ऑफ आर्ट, द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, ओके, लेट अस डिस्कस regarding the Amaravati School of Art. This question relates to art and culture, dear aspirants. Consider the following statements. We have 3 statements. It was patronized by Satavahanas. So you have to examine and find out whether this statement is correct or not. Whether Satavahanas patronized the Amaravati School of Art or not. Now, the second statement, there is an emphasis on the narrative element with his stories from the life of Buddha and Jataka tells. The third statement, red sandstone was predominantly used as material for carving sculptures. So ऐसी बात है. तो आप बताएंगे how many of the statements given above is are correct. A only one, B only two, C all three, and D none. Dear aspirants, now let us examine the statements. Amravati School of Art was developed on the bank of Krishna River in the southern part of India and patronized by Satvahana rulers. So statement one is correct. ओके तो ये जोग्राफिकल लोकेशन इसका नोट करने लायक है. और ये क्या है? अमरावती स्कूल ऑफ आर्ट वाज डेवलप्ड ऑन द बैंक ऑफ कृष्णा रिवर in the southern part of India, patronized by Satvahana rulers. There was an emphasis on narrative element of with stories from the life of Buddha and Jataka tales. Dominating themes were episodes relating to birth and miracles, enlightenment, victory over Mara, Sundari, Nanda, Tusita, heaven, and Anguli Mal. White marble was used. So the third statement is not correct. Red sandstone was predominantly used. This is in the MCQ. So the third statement is not correct, dear aspirants. Our answer should be B. Only two statements are correct. Only two statements are correct. So dear aspirants, we have done with 5 most important questions of the day. 5 प्रश्नों पे हमने आपको काफी अच्छी तरह से संवाद किया. और अब आपको ये मैं बताऊंगा अगला जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस हैं, तो उसके प्रति आपका ध्यान आकृष्ट करूंगा. डियर एस्पिरेंट्स, नाउ लेट अस कंसंट्रेट. और निशा लगता है कि गुड इवनिंग के बाद चली गए, या भावना जी भी हैं. भावना जी का तो होना चाहिए बिकॉज सी रिमेन्स विथ मी. और निशा है या नहीं पता नहीं चल रहा है. सो निशा, यदि आप हैं तो जो इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस होंगे उनको जरूर लिखिएगा, बिकॉज इट विल हेल्प यू ड्यूरिंग कोर्स ऑफ योर प्रिपरेशन. और कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग पेयर्स. अब क्या है कि क्वेश्चन जब निशा इज हियर, सो वेरी मच इट्स माय प्लेजर. और वो है क्या कि यूपीएससी का जब पीवाई क्यूज आप देखेंगे, पीवाई क्यूज प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस, यू विल फाइंड कि पेयर मैचिंग के सवाल निश्चित रूप से हैं, या तो हिस्ट्री सेगमेंट या ज्योग्राफी सेगमेंट या इकोनॉमी सेगमेंट. पेयर मैचिंग, तो पेयर मैचिंग वाले प्रश्नों को भी हम लोगों को देखना चाहिए. कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग पेयर्स. टेम्पल, रीजन. अब टेम्पल में 4 टेम्पल है. पहला सिद्धि विनायक, यू ऑल नो. तिरुपति, this is also common. A third Kailasha temple, you should know. And fourth one is Kandariya Mahadev. So region Konkan, then Rayalaseema, and Vidarbha and Bundelkhand. So Siddhi Vinayak, Konkan, Tirupati, Rayalaseema, Kailasha temple, Vidarbha, and Kandariya Mahadev, Bundelkhand. So which of the pairs given above are correctly matched? A only 1, B only 2, C only 3, and D all 4. So dear aspirants, ये आपको बताना है कि इसमें कितने मैच बिल्कुल सही है और कितने मैच इसमें सही नहीं है. I think Kailasa temple is not in Vidarbha. So Siddhi Vinayak, Konkan, it is correct. Tirupati, Rayalaseema, it is correct. And Kandariya Mahadev is in Bundelkhand. This is also correct. But Kailasa temple is the largest rock-cut Hindu temple at Ellora Caves, Maharashtra. So it is located in Marathwada region. So third is not okay. Third is not correctly matched. So our answer should be C only 3. Our answer should be C only 3. Dear aspirants, let us move to the geography segment. And here there is a question related to IOD, Indian Ocean Dipole. This is very important question as far as prelims and the mains examination is concerned, dear aspirants. Which of the following statement is are correct with reference to the Indian Ocean Dipole, IOD? Now the options, number one, a positive IOD occurs when the sea surface temperatures are greater than normal in the Arabian Sea and less than normal in the tropical eastern Indian Ocean. Second, positive IOD is associated with lower monsoon rainfall in India. So select the correct answer using the code given below. A1 only, B2 only, C both 1 and 2, and D neither 1 nor 2. Dear aspirants, the first statement is correct. The second statement, positive IOD is associated with lower monsoon rainfall in India. This statement is not correct. So our answer should be 1, that is a positive IOD occurs when the sea surface temperatures are greater than normal in the Arabian Sea and less than normal in the tropical eastern Indian Ocean. So dear aspirants, let us move to the next question, and here we have a very important question. Consider the following statements in the context of oxygen solubility in oceans at constant atmospheric pressure. So we have two statements. It decreases with an increase in ocean temperatures. So you have to examine whether this statement is correct or not. And the second, it increases with an increase in salinity. So which of the statement given above is are not correct? You have to find out the correctness. So not correct. A1 only, B2 only, C both 1 and 2, and D neither 1 nor 2. Dear aspirants, you all know that oxygen dissolves naturally when water comes in contact with air. You all know this is established fact. Oxygen dissolves naturally when water comes in contact with air. So oxygen solubility is strongly temperature dependent and decreases at higher temperatures. Oxygen solubility is negatively correlated with the amount of dissolved solids. The solubility of dissolved oxygen also decreases as salinity increases. Oxygen solubility is the determinant of 2 is incorrect. Wonderful, wonderful. This is the correct answer, Nisa. I'm very much happy that you have got it. And the correct answer is it decreases with an increase in ocean temperatures. The moment I explained the solution uh, and the real crux, then you are able to answer it. So it's great, very nice. Now the present relation between the fundamental rights, here is a question taking from the polity segment. Under part 3 of the Indian Constitution and directive principle of a state policy. You might have gone through the PYQs and you might have found uh, that sometimes the difference between fundamental rights and directive principle of state policy related questions are there either in mains examination or in the prelims examination, dear aspirants. So this topic is important as well. Now the present relation between fundamental rights and part 3rd of the Indian Constitution and directive principle of a state policy under part 4 is that the former enjoy a supremacy over the latter. In this context, consider the following statement. अब स्टेटमेंट क्या है? नंबर 1, the fundamental rights provided under part 3 do not require legislation for their implementation, unlike the directive principle of a state policy provided under part 4. और दूसरा, laws made under a few directive principles cannot be declared void on the ground of contravention of Article 14. Now, dear aspirants, you have to find out how many statements are correct, both or either. A1 only, B 2 only, C both 1 and 2, and D neither 1 nor 2. So if you know the answer, you should speak out. Now, Article 31C of the Indian Constitution contains two provisions. Okay, you should write it. Article 31 contains two provisions. Okay, now no law which seeks to implement the uh, socialistic directive principles specified Article 39, 39B and 39C shall be void on the ground of contravention of the fundamental right conferred by Article 14 before law and equal protection of law. Article 19, protection of six rights in respect of speech, assembly, movement, etc. Or Article 31, right to property. So, no law containing a declaration of giving effect to such policy shall be questioned in any court on the ground that it does not give effect to such policy. So, dear aspirants, both the statements are correct in this MCQ. Both the statements are correct. So, our answer should be C. Our answer should be C. So, this way we are coming to the final stage of our session. So here comes a question related to the pair matching. Pair matching. Consider the following pairs: traditional water harvesting technique, location. Okay. In number one column, first column, we have traditional water harvesting technique, and in column two, location. So number one, Ahar Pines. Ahar Pines, South Bihar. Two, Panamkeni, Vidarbha region. Three, Khadin, Uttar Pradesh. And four, Tanka, Taanka, the desert region of Rajasthan. Now you have to find out the correctly matched. So Ahar Pines is in South Bihar. This is correctly matched, that I know, and you should also know. And Tanka is in Rajasthan, desert area, desert region of Rajasthan. So only 1 and 4 are correctly matched. 2 and 3 are not correctly matched. Because, why do I say? Because Pannam Keni, this is a Kuruma tribe. Kuruma tribe, a native of Wayanad, Kerala, uses a special type of whale called Pannam Keni. So Pannam Keni is a special type of well used in Kerala, so not in Vidarbha region. So 2 is not correctly matched. Let us examine 3, that is Khadin. So what about Khadin? So Khadin is, okay, also called Dhora. Dhora, okay, a long earthen embankment that is built across the hill slopes of gravelly uplands. It is indigenous to the Jaisalmer region and similar to the irrigation methods of Ur region, presently Iraq. So Jaisalmer. So dear aspirants, not in Uttar Pradesh. So our answer should be 1 and 4, that is A. Dear aspirants, this way we have dealt with 10 important questions taken from several various, you may say, segments. So now it's time to conclude our class because it is getting 8 p.m. So let me say good night to all of you. Thank you for joining me. Bye bye.